thermometry. Going to explain to you my part. My part is introduction and methodology. So first, I'm going to explain about the introduction. Introduction is a background of the project. The purpose of doing this survey is to improvise the level of satisfaction of our washroom. The main reason of doing this survey is to have a collection data of the students that feel uncomfortable with the current situation of our washroom, and of course including others reason to improvise the washroom to make everyone feel comfortable while consuming it. The data is collected through the survey that has been created from Google Form and has been shared from one group of the student to another group of students to collect their answers. Once we have got the answer, we make a conclusion to the problem stage and come to a various solution to solve the problems arise. We also provide graph as the evidence on how many respondents react to our questionnaire using the Likert scale. Next one is methodology. What is methodology? Methodology is how we got the answers and make it as our database. The methodology that has been used in this survey is rating question using Google Form. There are 10 questions that has been decided they will answer the question using Likert scale. There have 5 options, which is first is totally disagree, neutral, agree, and totally agree. Our last question is about to ask the respondent and how to improve the washroom, and based on the answer is compiled in graph and chart to show the conclusion of answer from our respondent. There have 8 questions that have 5 options and another 2 questions that need to fill in the blank. That 2 questions is we need from them how to improve our toilet to make it better. The link of the Google Form has been shared through WhatsApp group. For example, we forward our Google Form to group WhatsApp A, and then group WhatsApp A pass it to another group WhatsApp. So that is how our Google Form is spread off. And our respondent is totally from students of Polytechnic Premier Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah. That's it. This is about the methodology and introduction. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum to Madam Mahraj. My name is Nurul Aina. My matrix number is 1059. So now I would like to discuss about a result on survey that we do. The title of our survey is The Level of Satisfaction Using Toilet at Polytechnic Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah. Our respondent was mostly from PSA student. We got 41 respondents from different departments. My part is to sort the data and put into a graph. So let's move to the graph. Okay, this is the graph. There is 4.9% strongly agree that they satisfied with the toilet, but there is 41.5% disagree with the toilet satisfaction. So why this happened? Okay, so we can know the reason through the other question. Let's move to the question 2. Do they notice that the toilet is smelly? Of course, yes. Okay, from the graph, about 51.2% strongly agree with that. Only 2.5% disagree. Mostly, the respondent is from Commerce Department student. Okay, let's move to the question 3. Okay, did they find the toilet is clean? Majority disagree with this question. About 41.5% state that they disagree with the toilet cleanliness. So we move to the next question. Question 4. For this question, some of students give a suggestion. Polytechnic must increase the numbers of toilet at some department. why they said that, why this happened. Okay, this is because they find out that the number of the toilet is insufficient. So that's why 34.1% vote for agree and natural did the same amount. They have an experience in queuing up to use the toilet. So that's why Polytechnic must increase the numbers of toilet. Okay, I have an experience when I have to rush to use the toilet, I have to queue up because there is insufficient toilet at some department. So let's move to the next question, question 5. They find out there is problem while consuming the toilet. 34.1% agree, 19.5% natural, but the majority is 46.3 disagree. Not all of them facing this toilet problem. Okay, let's move to the question 6. So this question is about, did they have an experience complaint about the toilet? Okay, as we can see from the graph, about 39% vote for natural. So this means that most of them have an experience complaint about the toilet. 7.3 disagree. Maybe they don't care or they don't ever make any complaint to the lecturer or someone else. Okay, let's move to the next question. The next question is question 7. I have an experience about this question. Some of the sink at commerce department toilet does not well, such as the tap water in the sink does not come out. So we cannot wash our hand at the sink. We have to wash our hand in the toilet. It doesn't clean at all. So from the graph, 34.1% disagree with this question. So this is not good actually. Okay, question 8. Does the flush works well? About 31.7 strongly disagree, 26.8 disagree, and only 9.8 agree. What is this means? Respondents say that the flush does not really working well. Most of them is from commerce department student. So why this happen? Why? This is because most of the toilet that we had at Polytechnic is not really good. Okay, so I will explain what they give suggestion at the end of this discussion. Okay, let's move to the last question. Question 9. Majority respond strongly disagree for this question. Okay, we can refer to the graph. We can look that 36.6 strongly disagree that they not satisfied with the toilet lock. So, okay, I'm gonna give the list of suggestion that respondent gave. So the first is use air freshener. Maybe some of toilet must add air freshener to prevent the smelly toilet. Okay, number 2 is service the toilet. Maybe they can changing some toilet facilities such as the pipe or the flush and so on. Okay, number 3 is put some tissue and soap. Okay, some of the toilet have these item, some of them not. Okay, I think maybe respondents said that this because they're from commerce department toilet, mostly from commerce department. I have an experience. There is no tissue, there is no soap. So, number 4 is always keep the toilet clean. Number 5 is make some activity to clean up the toilet together. So I think this is the best suggestion that we can do for every department. Number 6 is increase the number of toilet. Okay, I think this lecturer must take this as a serious situation, I think. Okay, so the last is repair the toilet using some fund that Polytechnic have. I think we can collect some donation of fund to what we call to repair the toilet, to improve the toilet. Okay, so that's all from me. So this is the discussion from the graph. Okay, so thank you.
My name is Nurhalisa Shuhada binti Shaiful. I will present about recommendation. To improve sanitation by controlling the odors, germs, bacteria, and illness from person to another person spread via contact with unclean restroom. Features including toilet, urinals, sinks, and paper product dispenser. Every time a toilet is flushed, up to 10,000 bacteria and viruses can atomize into the air. It takes just 1 hour for germs to sink to multiply. Secondly, since for seed and soap dispenser, this automatically touch-free device eliminate a major source of cross-contamination by making hand washing much more sanitary. Next, sensor taps. Sensor taps are now commonplace in washroom across all kind of environment. They are pretty fundamental when it comes to taking steps toward improve hygiene. Sensor activation means user never needs to physically touch those taps, significantly reducing the spread of germs and bacteria. An added bonus with the sensor taps is that they only open for a short time, meaning water usage will be reduced and the risk of taps accidentally being left on is completely removed. Also, routine be clean. No matter how many swanky new fitting you install, no matter how many hygiene qualified their possess, you are still going to need to have the washroom clean. A thorough deep clean process at regular interval is essential. Daily checks and clean should also relatively intense. Once a month, you should carry out routine. Occasionally, checks to ensure the safety of your water supplies. And then, in terms of comfortableness, strategically install grab bars for better support. For many people, the bathroom can be rife with many risks, featuring hard floors, draped towels, and that leads to risk for slip, trips, and fall. Grab bars can be a great way to promote safety and stability both for toilet, bathroom in general. Installing grab bar on either side of the toilets can provide a more permanent solution for support, sitting down and standing up from toilet seats. And last but not least, sensor-activated flush. Continuing sensor activation throughout your washroom is now easier than ever. Flushing sensor can be easily installed with both urinals and toilet pans. The usability of washroom is drastically improved with the addition of flush sensor as with the sensor taps. They reduce the spread of germs and bacteria as a visitor never need to touch the facilities.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Nabila binti Jasril and this is my metric number. Okay, I will talk about the limitation of the study and of course the last part of this video, which is conclusion. Okay, this survey has been done through creating the questionnaire in Google Form, and the link of the Google Form has been shared through WhatsApp because we think that it is more easy for us to engage with the students of this polytechnic using WhatsApp. Google Form are extremely flexible, but throughout the survey we do have some limitation of the study. The first limitation is our respondent must have a good internet connection for them to be able to answer our question, and of course for us must have a good internet connection to create the Google form. Okay, second limitation is the design custom is limited. For example, we cannot put any picture in our Google form, and it makes our survey less interested. Then the last limitation of this study is people are more likely to ignore the survey since the survey is using online platform, and it is hard for them to click on the link because it involves the usage of the internet compared to face-to-face survey or using the survey form. Sometimes when the link is shared between students, they are in class and they're likely to ignore and forgot to answer this Google form. Also, when the link is shared between students, they didn't share the link with other students, meaning that the link of our survey stopped with them. Okay, next is about the conclusion of this survey. In this survey, we have found out that students of Premier Polytechnic Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah does not really comfortable using washroom throughout their studies here. They have stated their problems by answering our questions such as whether they agree that the washroom is smelly, does the locking system working, and does the flush and sink works well. We also provide questions that ask if they have any problem while consuming the toilet. Our respondents shared a lot of problems, and the most common problem they face is there is no hand wash to wash their hand after consuming the washroom, poor locking system, and low level of hygiene such as the flush does not really works well. In addition, we also asked if they have any suggestion to improve the service of the washroom, and we received a lot of suggestion, and the most common suggestion is to put the air freshener in the washroom and to improve the locking system, and of course to provide hand wash to wash their hand after consuming the toilet. Washroom is a very important for every single one of us since we use it in our daily routine. So it is really important for us to take a good care of the washroom and use it wisely, because the cleanliness of the washroom is our responsible. So that's all from us. Thank you so much.